deflating balloon noises the whole time.
You mean like this?
That's the one. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here going, "No, this one's fun. Like, it's like you gotta move the platforms around the dungeon, and it's like a real game. You know, fun."
I actually, that one game wasn't too bad.
Yeah, except when you're paired with a stupid computer.
If you're paired with a computer.
But then you accidentally win anyway, so...
Yeah. I don't even know. Like, we were in the lead.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Okay, we're playing Mario Party 4 for the Nintendo GameCube. And
Nintendo GameCube.
What was the name of that minigame called? Like Dungeon Duo or something?
I think
like,
so, yeah.
You and a teammate are against the other two players on a team. And you have to work together to get through a little dungeon. Like, you have to pull switches to get each other through doors, over platforms and stuff.
There's been games like that before. I remember seeing a couple.
Yeah, and then you get stuck with a computer who doesn't know how to push the A button to make a door drop.
The best part is, me and Wes were on a team, Waluigi and Wario, and we were in the friggin' lead for like the whole way. We got up to the balloon, and we still lost somehow.
Oh, it was when we were pumping up the balloon.
Yeah, like
we even had a head start on it too.
Yeah, because
I don't know why.
It's like, I find the right pipe, and my computer guy's just running around going in wrong pipes. It's like, no.
I was doing the balloon as fast as I could, and it wasn't like doing good.
And somehow we still won by getting there last and pumping. we pumped better.
I guess so.
The one thing the computer is good at is pumping.
Yeah, because that involves just tapping a button. So,
but he can't tap a door to get it to drop. He's sitting there going A, and I'm just like, door down, door down.
And you can't even jump over it when it's kind of low.
They let you jump, but you can't jump the door. You have to wait for it to go all the way down.
Yeah.
It just makes you wish.
I kept trying though.
Yeah.
So did I because the computer was going so slow.
I know it doesn't work, but it makes me feel a little better, even though
it literally takes me 2 seconds to make that door go down by tapping A, and I'm sitting there for like 10 waiting for the computer.
I'm pretty sure there's been at least one like full game before. I don't remember the name of it, but there's been like a full game before where it was like that, where you're on two different sides of the screen and you have to help each other to get through obstacles and stuff.
There's one called Portal that's like that.
It wasn't.
Well, yeah, but
it wasn't a Mario Party minigame, right?
No, it's like its own
game.
Game. Shoot, I don't remember what it was now.
Do you remember what it was on, like computer or something?
No, I think it was on a console. I just remember watching a video of somebody talking about it and playing it, I think.
That would be a fun game.
Yeah, it looked fun.
If someone knows what the game is, tell us, and we can record it with your spiffy new doodad you got today.
Oh yeah, you got that new capture device.
If we can get the cable.
Yeah, I got a capture device, and I realized after I got it that the component inputs are only for the game console, not for the TV. It only has an HDMI out for the TV, and I have an old TV because I have old consoles. So I need to get an HDMI. I need to get an HDMI to component adapter cable before I can use it now. So yay!
Luckily they're pretty cheap.
Yeah. If I found one, it's like $5-6 something like that.
It's just waiting for it to show up. In the meantime, it's
exactly. And I really wanted to. I had a few games lined up that I was like, I want to play, I want to record it, I want to put it up, I want people to see, and I want to
share the magic of Mario Party with the world. Everyone needs to know what a deliciously fun diversion that series
That was
is.
not the game I was thinking about.
Mario Party's fun. It's just 50 rounds is...
Well, yeah, okay. Even for people like me who like Mario Party, 50 rounds is too much Mario Party. But if you're going to do it once, like, for, like, a video just to...
You might as well make yourself hate it.
you might as well do it right.
I mean, we did do 20 rounds, which is more than we usually do.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, yeah, actually, I think Mario Party 4 went along a little bit of a quicker pace, even though like some of the mini games are more involved, which is also good because it's okay. There is a game where it's literally just press a button, hope you don't die, luck, random. But
yeah, that was fun.
most of the mini games,
Because I won.
yeah.
And then there was the skiing one where where
Just
you
some dumb luck.
and Lauren and the computer
all died at once.
We just
hit the
hit
same
something.
rock
all fucking died.
and died,
and
and
Wes
then I
is the
just
only one left, and
And
it's
you
like,
were just going,
go Wes,
and then
go!
you hit something too, and it's like, oh wait, no, I don't want you to lose too. I mean, I'd rather I won that, obviously, but if I don't want us all to lose either, so I was rooting for you at that point because I'm not gonna be a jerk ass and be like, you don't win.
You better die.
How dare you not get me those coins by letting me do better by not me being dumb.
yeah.
That was on the back of the box.
Th-
That's why I bought Mario Party.
This is the thing I really don't like about Mario Party, is
Bosch Flimshaw, I dare you to say one thing that is negative about Mario Party.
I don't like
Let's
it.
get our list out. There's a
That's not
list. Hang on.
fair.
Where's it at?
Here's what was bugging me
Alright.
today.
This time, okay.
Yeah. I think I had about 84 coins, and I was doing pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
And then Mario screwed me over a couple times, and then I got screwed over another time. And then by the end of it all, I had 0 coins and 0 stars.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like I was starting the game over again after about 15 turns, maybe.
But you had a mini mushroom.
Oh, I had
Yeah,
a mini
you had a
mushroom,
mini
so I
mushroom.
wasn't quite starting from the beginning.
It wasn't quite the same as just like walking in on the two of us playing and
But the
you
only-
plugging in a
Really, the only thing the mini mushroom does is it gets you to other locations where you really don't want to be unless the star's there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't there.
I even went up that one time through like the small spot because I had a mushroom. And it's like, let's go that way because I know there's a mini game up there.
Yeah, there's
I've
a-
actually played that mini game, but for whatever reason, I couldn't play it. And maybe you have to be small as well for that, which sucks because I had to waste the mushroom to get up to this mini game in the first place. I only had one.
Yeah. I don't. Those mushrooms
You
are.
have to have 2.
And you roll only a 1 through 5 with a mini mushroom, so it's a lot harder to get places with them. I mean,
Yeah, the mini mushroom seems weird to me because, yeah, it allows you to play certain games that you can't normally or get places that you can't normally, but it's kind of a gamble because you can only roll 1 through 5. So
If
if
you're not
you-
really close,
Yeah, if
yeah,
you're not
if you're not
absolutely
super
sure.
close, or if you just dunce it and get a 1, then you wasted it.
yeah.
It's just, I don't know, it seems weird.
I have good news though. There's a thing called a super mini mushroom.
What does that
Ooh.
do? Does it make you smaller? Can you only,
No, but
can you
smaller
only
than
can you
small?
only roll a 1 through 2?
no. Well, you roll 2 dice blocks, I believe. So you could like
Get
there's
a
still
10.
1 through 5. You could still get like your 10. And conversely, they have the same thing like mega mushrooms, where you can roll 2 dice blocks. You're big. You step on your opponents, take 10 coins, but you bypass all board events, which means no stars. And that's a hard learned lesson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I hate to dredge that memory up. But they also have like super mega mushrooms or some bullshit. It's like 3
That's-
blocks and
It's not a bad memory for me because I never once got close to a star
well.
that whole 20 turns.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I haven't even landed on Boo Diddley.
Oh jeez. Yeah.
That's fun. I enjoy that.
And
I bet it is fun.
come to think of it, like the couple stars I got, I think I got them because I bought a lamp.
Yeah.
And then I had
And then
one
you got
stolen
one
by
stolen.
fucking Mario because he's a little cheating, rotten red bastard.
Lauren, you got a star without a lamp, right?
Yeah.
No.
I ended up having to use it because
Oh.
they are.
Oh
always
yeah.
playing
yeah.
over.
Yeah. That board is weird.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
board is
Some
that?
of the boards are just
Toad's Midway Madness or something. It's like an
roller
amusement
coaster
park.
thingy.
There's a
and
roller coaster that'll push you around the board. And
I don't
it's-
like that level because you
spinning
usually get stuck
teacups
right at
and-
the start because it's like every time you go on this teacup ride and it flips an arrow on which direction the next person's gonna go.
Yeah, so you
So
can't
it's like the
choose.
first person goes, And the second person gets there, and they got to go up and go in a loop, basically, and have to come back around. But by the time they get her back around, somebody else has gone to the left, so they're going up again.
Yeah.
So you just get stuck
yeah.
in this loop.
I was stuck in that death loop at the start for about 6 or 7 turns, just circles.
You would think that you could only possibly get stuck there twice because one person goes and then you get stuck.
Yeah,
and then another person goes and then you get stuck.
Then someone might warp back to the beginning. Someone might step on
yeah,
a question
the
mark that changes it.
Roller
anyway.
coaster shoves them back to the beginning
Yeah.
or some bullshit, which kept happening.
It's kind of why I picked that stage, because I knew it would be a total fucking disaster, and I want that. I want the chaos. I want the Mario Party.
You're like me when I play Magic. When I play Magic, I just want to cause problems for everybody, including myself.
Yeah.
That's if I accomplish that, then I win.
Even if you lose.
Even if I've been killed in first or whatever.
And that is what makes Mario Party great. And I will defend it forever.
That only makes Mario Party great for you because you always end up winning in the end. Like,
Yeah,
even though
way.
there's all the chaos, you still end up winning.
Yeah, all right. So I won Mario Party, and we played Mario Party 3 because I don't have 2, and I won that as well. And now we're on turn 20 of Mario Party 4, and right now I have a lamp
stars.
so I can buy a star. I'm right in front of another star that I can buy, and
You got
I
enough
already
coins
have
to
another
steal a
star,
star.
anyway, and I have enough coins to steal a star, and I have coins.
Do you have enough coins to buy a star, steal a star, and then buy another star with the lamp?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, he does.
So we have that to look forward to immediately when we start Mario Party 4 up again next week to finish off the game, and there's the balloon sounds. Actually, speaking of dying animal noises that we make because video games, me and Wes were playing that Mario Golf Toadstool Tour that's for the GameCube also, because I thought...
Yeah. Well, that one makes Lauren make balloon noise because he hates playing it because he thinks it's boring.
Golf's alright, but 9 holes with just 3 people, even with just 2 people, takes forever.
I don't know. I like Mario Golf. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, the original on N64.
I get really bored after like 5 courses, and then I don't want to play anymore.
I don't think I could play a full 18 holes.
Yeah,
But
I made sure to
but
pick
doing 9 is fun, I think. But yeah, switching from the N64 version to the GameCube was kind of disorienting.
Yeah, like the GameCube version adds like all these fancy grids and camera angles and whatnot to like.
It also has the auto
aim. Like, it's to make the game more accessible compared to the first one. Now, when we play the N64 game, we do okay. You know, we might get like +2 at the end of 9 holes or something, maybe minus points for lucky. But this supposedly easier version, this GameCube version we played, neither one of us could get a single birdie between us the whole 9 holes we played for the very first course in the game.
And I won at +5.
And I lost at +10.
I would have been
Hooray!
at like +30
Yay.
because I would have been bored and just hitting it as hard as I could.
And it was weird. All the levels, like, I picked the first course. There's only like 2 to choose from at start, and it's supposed to be easy.
You picked the first one, which is supposed to be the easiest one.
But all the terrain was super bumpy and hills, and like all the putting was ridiculous, like uphill turning at a 90-degree angle nonsense.
There was that one where you had to putt uphill at it was like a 7-foot.
Yeah, like straight up and then forward, and
we hit it extra hard to get up that hill. But then it was way too hard because the ball caught some air at the end of the hill.
Yeah, the ball actually took off into the air, which I've never seen before putting. That was a new one.
It was like a mini golf course.
Yeah, you're playing mini golf at that point.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm going to see if I can whack it off the windmill and get us thrown out of Funland.
Now, mini golf is one I can play.
Yeah.
I actually love that in the Mario Golf. They have the mini golf, and I love playing that one.
Well, you just like the putting part, right?
Well,
That's
I
my
hate
least
the
favorite
putting
part, though.
when you're playing the course, but doing the mini golf is fun because then it's just angles and basically
there's
a
lots
pool
of
table.
silly.
And it's like,
Yeah,
hey,
the mini golf courses are like flat surfaces, whether they're like angles or whatnot. So like if you do the math, you can pretty much like geometry your way into stuff, but then
Which I'm
you
good
get
at.
dumbos like me that it's like math is hard and I just want to hit the damn ball into a tree and watch Waluigi like have a heart attack. And then Wario starts slapping his butt and it's just like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, we were starting to get worried about what would happen if they would get a birdie.
Yeah, we wanted to get a birdie at that point. Like, we were already plus, 5-10. But we wanted to get a birdie, just one between us, Wario and Waluigi. Because they were doing all kinds of wacky animations every time we got, like, triple bogey or par or something. Like, Wario would, like, pick his nose when he gets a bogey, and he would say, bogey.
And you'd go, bogey.
And it took me a while. Like, I'd never thought of that before until you just mentioned, like, oh, like booger, right? Yeah, that's, oh, God. Of course, he's picking his nose, and he got it's so obvious. Just right over the head.
Wario gets a par, and he turns around and starts slapping his own ass. And then he, like, looks back at the camera and starts, like, tweedling his eyebrows at you. I'm like, man, what happens if he gets a birdie? Is he going to start, like, humping the air? Or unzip his pants and just start
running around
masturbating?
So, like, at this point, we got to get a birdie. We have to see what happens. These two are acting totally fucking insane. But we just couldn't get a birdie, a single one, through 9 holes, 2 players. And it was the first course.
That's why you gotta chip it in and not putt.
Well, we did hit the pole a couple times, but the ball bounced off too far.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta use top spin so it'll go up the pin and
Wario's
then back
kept
down.
using top spin.
That's the only way I ever got it in there.
Wario's animations are so weird because I think I got a double bogey, and he starts stomping around. He lifts up this giant rock, throws it in the air, and then he's just going rah, 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 being mad, and then the boulder drops down on his head and he goes all accordion mode and starts waddling around like a crab. It's like, what the hell's happening?
Yeah.
Where did he get that rock?
And like, if you get a par with Waluigi, he starts like flashing gang signs like wah, wah, like with his fingers and the L's. Like, what the? Is he like a Crip or a Blood? What? He's not wearing the right colors, I think.
Well, he kind of just mixed the red and the blue. To
Yeah.
purple. So he's both.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
I don't know.
Where's the bitches? So it was an experience.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Kind of want to like. It is different than the N64 game. Like you said, I think we were expecting it to just kind of be an update, like graphics maybe, but like the mechanics are very different.
Yeah, it gets a little confused. Like once I started getting used to it, the way the power bar moves, I realized the farther you are going to hit it, the slower it moves. And then if it's like a really, really short putt, it's going to move insanely fast.
Yeah,
Which you
so
think
you
it would be
have
the
to, like,
opposite.
tap the button super fast.
You
you think
if you're going really far, it's going to go fast, and if you're going a short distance, you want more accuracy. So why wouldn't it go slower?
I don't know, but that's the way it happens.
Or at least go the same speed.
Because
no
when
matter
you're
what.
driving the ball at the beginning, it's just kind of lazily going towards the end.
But when you're putting 2 feet,
yeah,
oh my God!
you're gonna end up putting 6 feet instead because it moves so fast.
Ugh.
You have to super duper fast tap that button.
So yeah, like
Double tap it.
if you watch, pornography. I mean, what? Oh, right, golf.
I get it.
Yeah. So in the opening cutscene for this Mario Golf, there's a scene where like Waluigi is just putting like 10 times to get the ball in the hole like 1 foot and just being like a total. It's like what a doofus, and then I end up doing that myself about 10 times over the course of this game. Just like get in the hole, get in the hole, get in the. Oh no! I have to go one foot. Oh, it bounced over. God.
I think you got maybe 2 or 3 triple bogeys.
Yeah, at least. And then Waluigi like grips his chest and he's literally having a heart attack. And it's like,
One could only hope.
oh, is my dream coming true? Is like the worst Nintendo character ever dying before my eyes? Like,
Nope, he's good.
no, he's fine. He's just being a dumb shit. But I mean, I know it's my fault for not putting good, but when the green looks like a conical like Tron bot. I don't know what to do. It's like that last hole in mini golf where you have to like sink it into a like super steep volcano and you win a free game, but it's fucking impossible. So people just pick up the ball and like try and throw it in like fucking Pong or something with hands. I don't know, bowling.
Like a skee ball.
Yeah, skee ball. That's it.
I remember doing the mini golf because there's like that one place, Scandia, that we'd always go on our band trips and stuff.
They had an arcade, like mini golf cart racing.
When we got done with the mini
they got
golf,
bumper boats. That Scandia's got bumper boats. That was the best thing ever.
Yeah,
right.
That was fun.
Mini golf.
The go karts were fun too.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
When we get done with the mini golf, it's like there was that last hole with the volcano thing, and we'd just be like, you know what? We could just take the ball and go start over and not put it in there. Yeah, let's do that. So we just did that.
Yeah, it's not like they care. You already have the club, you have the ball. You could just
once you get in the volcano, does it like it swallows it and you never get it back?
Yeah, because the whole place is in this enclosed cage, so you
can't,
have to start it in the one spot and then go up the ramp and into the volcano.
Even if you don't get it in the hole, it gets stuck in the cage.
It just goes into like a little
lose. But if you get it into the very middle, like it'll spit out like a free ticket or something. It's like you get a free game of golf, which I guess you could use if you came back another day, because otherwise, just fucking take the ball and go around again. Of course, you used to play fucking volcano course until you're done for realsies.
Yeah.
Whenever we went there, they always got us the unlimited game wristband thing, so you could do everything as much as you wanted, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, let's get a free game that we don't need to use.
You just feel like you're scamming it.
Yeah.
But it's just like, let's just not do the volcano and start over. Okay.
Yeah. But you know what's great about bumper boats? You don't get stuck like in bumper cars.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't get in the car that like the pedal doesn't work or something, and then you just spend the whole time getting hit.
Yeah. Like, the bumper boats, like you can bounce yourself off of the wall and like start floating backwards, and you won't get stuck in a corner or something weird and idiotic. Huh. And then like, no, it's over already, and I'm just stuck over here in the corner like a dumbass.
Yeah. The go-karts were fun, but they'd always be like the guys out there going, slow down, you're going too fast. It's we're doing racing.
Or like if you accidentally bump into another racer, they turn your car off from the control booth or something.
You are bad, no.
Yeah, I remember those.
But it's a race.
I remember the first...
I have this banana peel and I'm gonna throw it. God damn it! We're gonna see what happens.
The first time I was able to sit in one of those cars by myself because I was actually tall enough. I wasn't quite tall enough, so they have like this extra cushion for your back, which like pushes you forward about a foot, I think. Cause
your chin's on the steering wheel at this point.
No, well, I was short for my age. So they were like, well, you're tall enough, but you need this thing. Chunk. And it's this big chunk of foam they stick in there.
Cushion of shame. Smells like pizza and
then
old
you're
people.
Like, I can still just barely reach that pedal, but I can do it by myself. I don't have to sit in my dad's lap.
It's like I'm really driving a car. This is so fun.
Yeah.
Until you drive a car for real.
And then you grow up and you're in traffic and you're just fucking miserable.
Yeah, and then I went there later as an adult, and I'm like, this is a lot more fun now that I can actually reach the pedals properly.
Yeah.
But now there's this dick that won't let me drive fast. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, except I actually won the race that I was doing. That was fun.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Scandia was fun.
Scandia is cool. Yeah, it's like a little...
I think
quite,
we still got some
amusement
tokens
park.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do have a couple Scandia tokens, actually.
Oh, yeah, I've
like
got
the
some
arcade
laying around.
Like Chuck E. Cheese, like, oh yeah, put your quarters in a machine, you get that many tokens out, and it's like, why not just put quarters in the arcade machine? That's because they want you to buy...
ensure that they get all of the money.
Yeah, they want all of the monies.
So if you put $1 in a change machine, you're getting 4 tokens that you're going to have to use instead of like, I'll use 3 quarters and save 1.
Yeah, that way they get all of the money. And then it's like, oh, I didn't use all my tokens. Well, I guess I'm coming back here at some point to use the rest of these tokens.
And then you get more tokens because you'll run out.
Yeah.
And then you got to get more. And you go back there. And you got to get more of them.
It
but
just
then
ensures that you keep
coming
coming back to their place to use their tokens that you can only use there.
Yeah.
Creepy guy in the corner, like, rubbing his fists together, like, drugs, electronic drugs, yes, come back.
Do you remember at, I think, Chuck E. Cheese or someplace like that, there was, like, a weird, like, kids gambling roulette machine thing? Like, it had these colored lights that would just spin around the thing, and you'd have to hit the button to stop it. But it wouldn't stop right as you hit the button. It would kind of slow down and ding, 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 go around. And it would hit these spots like, oh, you get 50 tickets, or you get 2 tickets, or something like that.
You get a mustache comb.
And that was all it did. You just hit a button, and then you hope you land on the one that gives you 50 tickets. But all it does is spit out tickets.
Yeah.
There's nothing to it. Like, if I'm going to go there, I'm going to play skee-ball or something fun.
Yeah, skee-ball is the way to get a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, like, just press a button and hope you win. What kind of idiot would play a fucking game that would... Oh, I see what you did there. Okay. Yeah, good one. Yeah, clap. I don't
But
think
yeah,
I ever actually played
I think
that
I
as a
played
kid.
that 2 or 3 times, and I was like, well, this is, like, not...
But yeah,
I'd rather play skee-ball.
Yeah, when even a kid can, like, look at a game and go, that looks dumb. Like, it's probably really, really dumb.
Yeah.
Because
And
even
then-
as a kid,
and
I
then
love dumb
I've-
stuff. But
Since then, I've never been tempted to go to casino. Interesting.
yeah, I think when I turned 21, so long ago, it's like our mom was like, "Hey, let's go to one of the casinos in Lake Tahoe, just because why not? Even though it's nighttime already." It's like, sure, fuck it. And go up there. Yeah, I gambled a little bit. Like she gave me some money, and it's like, okay, I'll put some in the machine. Maybe I'll win $1 or whatever. Oh, look, I get free drinks. That's kind of cool. And at some point, I decided I don't want to gamble, but I just want free drinks. But they won't keep giving me free drinks unless I gamble.
Unless they see you putting money into a
Yeah,
thing.
so
So it's not technically free drinks anymore.
no. But her mom did win some money. She always manages to like win a little bit and then just
or
walk
occasionally
away.
a lot.
Yeah.
I've been to a casino once, and the only reason was I was meeting my family there, and we were going to eat at one of the restaurants, and my sister wanted to go around and play Keno or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some game that doesn't have any skill at all.
I
You
prefer
just pick numbers.
blackjack.
But, I mean, I don't know. Everybody's got their thing, and that's fine. But I was just kind of hanging around. I'm like, well, I'm bored. And I had a few dollars in my pocket, so I put like $3 into a slot machine, and I was like, I'm not winning anything, so why would I put more money in? And then my brother sits down at the same machine, puts $1 in, and wins like $30.
Oh, great.
Like, oh, well, that's my life.
It's like, can I have my $3 back?
That's also my luck in Mario Party, so I guess this is the
I
way
set
it's
you up
going to
for
go.
a win. That's worth $3, right?
This is why I
Maybe
don't.
5?
Yeah, this is why I don't gamble.
Wait a minute. You're saying you don't win Mario Party, you also don't win at casinos. But I'm always winning Mario Party. What the hell am I doing here? At least you need to go hit the casino right now and like win.
Watch you win money.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not like other than that first time where it's like, I'd rather drink, this sucks, bye. Like, I never gambled again. I think when Red Hawk opened, I might have put like a coin in a machine just because it's like, oh, I spent $5 on a beer, I might as well spend $0.25 on a machine.
I mean, you can go like play the slots and spend a bunch of money and win nothing. But then, like, my dad, when he goes to a casino, he'll have, like, $20. He'll go play blackjack, and he won't, like, usually walk away with money, but he'll play for, like, an hour or an hour and a half on $20. And it's like, at least he had fun for, like, an hour.
Well,
yeah, that's
the thing you got to
good
do is as
entertainment,
you
at
win,
least.
you put it back in your pocket.
You can lose $20 at a slot machine in
like
5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, if you kind of know how to play blackjack, you can kind of play for an hour or two.
Be there for a
And
while, maybe even
our
get a few
dad
extra dollars.
Yeah.
He'll just go to the roulette wheel or the craps table.
Just
and,
luck.
and get stuff there.
Yeah.
But it's like, blackjack's really easy, and people always make it complicated because they think, oh, we got to get 21 to win. It's like, no.
No, you just have to
You
beat
just
the dealer.
beat the dealer.
And, and the thing is, like, you're not playing against anyone else at the table. You're only playing against the dealer. So like, stupid drunk people can come up to the table and screw it up for everyone
they're
else.
wasting like
they'll
good
always
cards
be like,
because
oh,
they think
everyone's
they have to get
everyone's like
21.
planning to follow him out into the parking lot and kick their ass
Yeah,
later or something.
he's like, oh my god, I'm sitting at 13 and the dealer's got a 5 showing, so I better
need to
hit.
Oh,
look, I
23,
got a
fuck.
10. Oh, and that
Yeah.
would have been the dealer would have had to draw that. and the dealer would have busted, and everybody would have won.
Yeah.
But
And I mean, it's harder to keep track of because I think they play from 4 different decks.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
use
they play
multiple
4
decks,
decks
so
now.
people
Because
can't
they-
count
a
the
lot,
cards
but-
as easily
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
It's-
harder to count
yeah.
cards.
people like me who can count cards, oh my god, it's basically if you would bust by hitting 10, by getting a 10, don't hit.
Yeah.
Odds are.
10 is
you
the
might
most
win.
common card.
So-
Yeah, I mean, the
ace.
dealer usually magics a 21 out of it if he's gonna, or he magics the card that he needs to beat everyone at the table usually.
Yeah,
but
it's like, but then
you
of
can
course
still
you'd
you can
probably
still
get
win.
a 10 if you'd tried it, but yeah.
Well,
So-
anyway, I don't.
Yeah,
so we're
I
in
don't
agreement.
do
Casinos
that.
suck. Mario Party's awesome. Golf game was hard.
That
sounds right,
I'm
right?
in agreement with all those things except for Mario Party's good. Mario Party sucks like casinos.
Yeah, but isn't it fun watching all the silly fun with the I'm too tired to defend it anymore.
okay.
I don't care.
Um,
Hate it all you want.
I enjoy Mario Party slightly more than casinos. Is that good enough?
I'll accept that. I'm too
Okay.
tired to argue, and that's good enough for me.
So,
Uh,
what's everybody been up to other than what we've done today?
not sleeping.
I'm gonna walk across the room with my cup of coffee.
Work and sleep and work.
Yeah, we say that every time. Something else.
Yeah.
I have been. Let's see. I read that last Ranma book that you lent me. That was good. There wasn't a super long storyline, but that Ryoga storyline,
yeah.
where he there's a girl that's in love with him,
Yeah.
and she
Akari.
actually loves that he's a pig too.
Yeah, like basically at the end of it, the whole mess of silly Three's Company style stuff, Ranma just tosses Yoga-kun in the fucking bathtub. It's like, here, see? He turns into a pig. And she's like stunned for a bit, and Yoga-kun's like, oh shit. She knows, she hates me, god damn it. But then she's all thrilled, and
she's
yeah.
in love with pigs for some her and her family raises and trains sumo pigs,
which is a thing. Like everything is a thing. Everything in Ranma is a martial art. They have martial art eating.
Yeah,
everything is a martial art. That's the rule.
She's been setting the sumo, like her dad said, I don't want you to marry anybody unless he can beat this sumo pig that we have. So she's been setting it loose on all these guys randomly.
But of course, Ryoga's so strong, he just kicks his ass easily. He doesn't even care.
Yeah. So she's like, I'm in love with you now, and gives him a love letter, and he's freaking out. And he's like, but I love Akane. And then as soon as she shows up, he's like, I love you. Yeah, and he's freaking out, though, because he always thinks if a girl finds out he's a pig, or turns into one, that she'll hate him. And then it turns out, since she loves pigs so damn much, she loves him even more.
Yeah. Of course, in
What else
Akane
does she do with
Chan's
pigs?
case,
I don't know.
in Akane Chan's case, he would, if she ever found out he was a pig, like she'd probably kill him because, right? She thinks
she
he's
knows
P-chan when, like she doesn't know he can turn into a pig. Just sometimes he'll show up as a pig and she'll be like, "Oh, there's my pet pig. I'm going to snuggle with him at night." And if she knew that was Ryoga, she would kill him.
He's been like snuggling into her bosom as they sleep together. And,
Oh, look at this.
well,
cute
Ron
pig
was
trying to
like
get
off
in my
on the side,
pants.
like
yeah. So if
kill you.
she ever finds out he's a pig, and Pichon nonetheless,
yeah,
she would like murder him
immediately.
Yeah. So
And-
but then of course the whole thing of that girl being in love with him ends up being ruined somehow. I can't remember now.
Yeah, I don't even remember what happens, but I think she still likes
she
him
loves him, but
afterwards,
she's like, I can't be with you right now. And
yeah, it's one of those
runs away.
right now things, just so they can get
Drag
on
the
with
story on.
lives, and yeah,
And I haven't read any of the Ranma, so I'm completely lost.
great. But
Cool.
anyway,
I also read that first issue or first book of Chobits that Lauren got.
I found it in the dollar bin.
I
Yay.
have 20
And it
pages
was
left.
Definitely
Don't ruin
worth.
it.
Definitely
It's-
worth 20.
Yeah, it's actually
worth it.
really, really good.
Yeah,
Mm.
You guys can talk about it while I finish up the last 10 pages of this.
Because it was in the dollar bin at the comic store, and
It's
it's
the first book, so
it's book
get it.
one, so it's like, yeah, why not? It's sci-fi with computer androids that look like humans, and most of them are female, and
Yeah, and then
obvious
I guess they
reasons.
model some guys for the
there's a
women.
few male chobits, but
Well, they're not chobits.
yeah, they're personicons.
Yeah, Personicons or whatever. But then there's this urban legend of something called a chobit, which
Is basically a
Personicon.
self-aware AI,
Yeah,
because all the other ones are programmed, like they've got an operating system, they can only do what they're programmed to do.
like a computer.
Yeah. But the Chobit is, the fully self-aware AI, and
Yeah.
the main thing is this persicom that the main character finds in the trash, actually a Chobit.
Yeah, could be, but they're not positive. Well, she probably is, but they're not sure yet.
And I got the first book and read it, and it's like, this is awesome. Here, Wes,
Yeah.
you read it.
Well, I mean, the sci-fi stuff and everything is cool, but then it's also funny on top of it. Like, the guy's a total pervert. He's got
Yeah.
piles of porno
I'm
in
actually
his
looking at a
apartment.
panel right now where he's running around hastily trying to collect all the porn, and a lot of it, by the way, around his apartment, while this female acquaintance of his is like his landlady or whatever is like standing there like, oh, sure is a boy's apartment, and he's like, oh my god, she's looking at my porn, I gotta get rid of it. It's like the water's been spilled, buddy. You're just screw it.
It's like the manga comedy where, I don't know, he gets embarrassed in front of a girl and he gets a nosebleed and falls over.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Or he starts like crying or something and goes, "Bleh," and freaks out.
Yeah,
But
apparently.
then all the
I'm
girls
not a
are just
pervert,
kind of
no.
laughing it off, which is
Yeah,
typical.
All the women are just going,
Oh,
"Oh, you're
whatever."
such a typical guy."
No one just up and slaps him.
Yeah, it's like, man,
You pervert.
how
It's
does
all
he
for
find all
funsies.
these such easygoing women that don't care that he's a perv?
Yeah. Where are they hiding? Apparently in Tokyo.
I don't think they
Yeah.
exist.
But there's apparently 8 books in the series, and I really want to get them now. But I've been reading almost all of them online because there's a place that you can read scans of the pages online, and I'm already like chapter 65 of 88, which is book 6.
Yeah, but you should get all the books because I don't feel like reading it on a computer screen.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get the other, because it's like I need 2 through 8. It's gonna be really hard to find like an eBay where it's just, hey, here's book 2 through 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of them where it's the full series, and it's like, but I've got book 1. I don't need another book 1. But
yeah, but I guess if you find the full series for like $5 or something, just go
You
and
might
Yeah.
as
get
well
it.
just have
Yeah.
another copy.
I mean, I did see one on there that was like book 2 through 4,
Uh-huh.
and it's like that would have been all right. And I mean, it was $15. They'd be worth $5 a book, because from what I've read, which is a lot, it gets better than the first book, and it's actually
First
a
book is-
really good story.
Yeah, the first book is pretty good at drawing you into like all the silliness that's going on. I was also mentioning to you earlier that I think it's kind of funny that they have these super advanced Android computers that also feel like a real human being. Like the skin feels soft and stuff like a real human, I guess. But then you have to pull out these component cables from their ear and plug them into a screen in order to look at stuff on a screen.
Yeah,
So there's no wireless anything.
yeah.
And
Nothing's wireless yet. and-
He's also got an old tube TV. I mean, he
Yeah.
mentions my TV's old, but he says it's not even a plasma screen or anything. I'm like, well, plasma screen. Wow, those are around.
Yeah,
now.
those are so common nowadays. But yeah, so there's some
No
things that
HDMI in this.
are kind of
No.
dated, but at the same time,
Yeah, I
advanced, and it's
enjoy
funny.
that though. I enjoy the little dated stuff like that.
Where they thought it would go. Plasma
Yeah.
TVs, but
Oh
everything's
yeah,
still
this is
component.
the future.
plasma screens are all the rage right now. They're gonna be far into the future. No. plasma.
Yeah.
screens
I bet
kinda
someday
suck.
people could like play a game on their cell phone, like a calculator. Wouldn't that be cool?
Don't you like the telephone in his apartment?
Oh yeah, yeah. He just has a normal ass. This guy doesn't know anything about computers. Like he doesn't even know like about internet. Like the dude's talking about a BBS like system, a bulletin board online forum, and he's like, "What the hell's a BBS? What's a JPEG? What's a doot
Oh yeah, he doesn't even know what a JPEG is.
He's like, I
doesn't
really
know
wish I could
anything.
look at those porn sites online.
Yeah, man.
He-
If this dude
he's
found
like-
internet, he'd never go outside again. He'd just like wander out one day with like one giant fist and just.
I love that. I love that part at the very beginning before he finds Chi in the garbage. That's the name of the person. That's what he named her.
It's because that's all she could say
That's
when
all she could say at
turned
first.
on.
Originally.
But anyway, before he finds her in the garbage, he's going, "I want a computer." He's just standing in an alley. "I want a computer. I want somebody to read me my email. I want to play video games. I want to download the latest porn." He's just like screaming it at the top of his lungs, and he goes, "Did I say that out loud? I've been living alone too long."
Yeah.
Just like me.
Yeah.
I'm just at home by myself, and it's like I say something really fucking dumb, but it's like, well, I'm sure the cat heard that. Whoops.
Oh, the other thing that I thought was kind of funny that was a little dated too is they're kind of assuming in here that email is going to completely make phones obsolete. Like,
Yeah.
"Oh, just give me your email address." "Oh, I don't have one. Can I give you my phone number?" "Oh, that ancient thing, I guess."
Yeah.
"Just tell my computer your
All the
phone number
cool
and
kids
she'll
use the
remember it."
email, which
Yeah.
Yeah, which nobody uses email anymore.
yeah.
They're either messaging each other on Facebook
Or
from their
instant
from their
messages.
phones, or they're texting each other using Snapchat
Or
or
just-
whatever.
God forbid, actually talking to someone with their phone. But
No,
wow.
they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, they do that every once in a while in the
I
book.
don't
They'll
have a
actually make
phone,
phone
but-
calls, but
Anyway, yeah.
it's amusing when they do.
This book is from like 15 years ago or something. So
Yeah, so
2002.
it makes
so.
it makes like email was the latest form of communication, so it makes
So,
sense that
Yeah, at the time. I mean, once you
Yeah.
date something, it becomes dated. You know, it's just
it's just
Kind of side
fun. It's fun to look at that where like they thought, "Oh, this is so futuristic," but
Where
it's
they
not.
thought it
it's
would
not.
go
It's
and-
it gets
10
it
years
actually
later, it's
becomes
obsolete.
obsolete pretty quickly.
And then, of course, sometimes they actually predict it right, or, you know, with certain stories and events, you know, with technology. Like, like, you know, in Star Trek, they had their little Takadoodles, and then someone thought, like, that would be neat in real life. And then
Let's
60
make
years
cell
later,
phones.
cell phones and
Mm-hmm.
Here's your
just
flip
stuff
phone.
like that. And it is, of course, whenever I see old crap, because I'm an old, miserable, nostalgic fuck, I like to think like, oh yay, old technology. I plug my phone into the wall too. It's got a rotary dial and everything.
Do you actually still have the rotary phone hooked up?
Yes,
That's great.
it works. I can use it.
See,
I can call
the-
your fucking
The
cell
best
phone
part
with it.
about the rotary phone is it works when the power's out.
Yeah, I can
Imagine
use a
that.
phone without electricity. Suck on it, internet.
Yeah.
You
That's
people and your cell
great.
phones dying all the time because you're constantly streaming Pandora.
Or playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
But I think about that every once in a while. I'm like, I just want a rotary phone plugged into the wall for me to use. But then I think about it and I go, I'm already paying for my cell phone. Why would I pay for a landline too, just to have the novelty
I
of
mean-
a rotary phone in my home?
Yeah, the novelty's nice, and just in
But
case, like, of an
I mean-
absolute emergency, like my phone isn't even charged and there's no power and I have to call someone because the world's on fire and I have to tell them, like, if that scenario came up, would it be worth an extra $20 a month for a landline? I don't know.
Yeah, but
my
I mean,
phone's
it's
green.
it's
got
it's
stickers on it.
it's fine for you because you don't have a cell phone,
and I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just a weirdo.
and that's great. I don't know, it's cool, but I'm paying for a cell phone for my phone, so there's no point in having it.
yeah.
But other than like it'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I just don't
Phone
have.
is
I don't
pretty
have.
cool.
I don't have the money just to spend on a novelty for myself.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. It's just some
It's
ancient
like
ass thing, and it's
An extra $20 a month just to maybe order a pizza over my rotary
Yeah.
phone. Oh boy!
just so like you're on
Yeah,
the
and
phone
then
when a
you
friend
can-
comes over and you can look at them awkwardly because you're holding this ancient device and they're like, "What
Yeah.
the hell are
Or
you
I
doing?" It's
can-
like, "I'm buying Chinese food."
Or,
There's the
yeah, I can-
downside. You call like some place on your rotary phone and it's all automated. Push 1 now.
Oh yeah.
Dial 1.
Actually,
Push
you know,
1 now.
Yeah, I can't
God
call
damn
my
it.
pharmacy's automated thing with my rotary phone because I have to do touch buttons to type in crap.
not all of them are like that anymore though, because the voice recognition is getting so good that I call to pay my credit card off, and I can do it all voice automation.
Huh.
Like I can just say yes or no or I want to pay this amount, and it all just does it.
Wow.
So it's
Like,
kind of cool.
Yeah, the last time I ever thought about like automated voice stuff, it was probably like 15 years ago, where someone would say like, yes, and the phone would be like, "You selected no. Do you want to withdraw all your
Yeah,
money
it
into a
doesn't-
Swiss bank account? No. You have selected yes. You are broke. Goodbye."
Yeah, it's like the voice recognition was horrible, but it's
Yeah.
actually really good now.
Well, that's neat. Someone did something right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's can only.
Then you
get
got
better,
chumps
but-
like me dialing 0 because I have a dial and I have to wait for an operator.
Or if there's an automated bullshit thing, you can just keep shouting into the microphone. Just seriously, you just shout gibberish,
Yeah.
and it will eventually bring you to a person.
Yell
because it just
obscenities.
knows that
Yeah, it's
there's a human
programmed-
making voice sound.
Most
They
of,
know
most of
that
them are
there's a
programmed
human-
that if they hear profanity, it instantly puts you to an operator because they're obviously getting frustrated.
Yeah, either that or you just go blah, 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 and it'll eventually get you to somebody.
Yeah.
I've done that before where I like the automated stuff was just pissing me off and I was just like blah, 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 and it brought me to a person.
We do not.
And then you have to
understand.
like stop yourself. How do I? Hi, hello, yes.
I was just speaking normally. I don't know why you couldn't understand me.
Yes. I want to see that, like, just walking on you on a rotary phone, just going blah, 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 one of these days, just for funsies. It's like, I'm just checking
Yeah.
on my bank account.
The only other reason that I'd want a rotary phone in my home is to feel like I'm in an early episode of Seinfeld, like, oh, the Chinese delivery boy isn't here yet.
All you need is that and the 12 boxes of cereal he always seems to have, and you're
Yeah.
set.
And a little or actually a big statue of Superman standing on a speaker in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Don't
got that weird sound system for his stereo that he never uses.
Yeah.
I think he used that stereo once to play new age music when he was trying to get his masseuse girlfriend to actually give him a massage.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sounds of the forest. I find it soothing.
Yeah. You know, if it gives you any ideas, you know.
Oh yeah, and then there was the other episode where his stereo didn't work, or he's like, oh, it works. You just have to fiddle with it with a screwdriver. And then Kramer convinced him to have him fix it, and then he broke it and sent it through the mail and insured it for $400 or something. It's like, now you just get the now you just collect the insurance money and buy a new stereo.
Gee, thanks. Yeah.
But he didn't actually use it there. That was the only. It's just they
Yeah.
talked about it.
Sitcom sets are weird because most of the crap in the background's just supposed to be
Yeah.
background stuff. But then
He
like,
actually pointed that out one episode where there was a girlfriend like fixing his bike that's hanging on the wall in the background.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't really ride it. It's just for show.
Yeah. Just kind of hanging back by the bathroom or whatever.
Yeah.
I think he
It's
also
just
has like
there.
a computer, I think it's an Apple or something, and I don't think I've ever seen him use it once. It's just there in the corner
Yeah.
by the window.
I think you just assume that he writes his material on that thing.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he's a comedian.
That's what I always assumed anyway. But it's kind of fun if you watch the episodes sequentially, you eventually see the computer being upgraded.
Oh, right. So it goes
But it's
from, like,
it's always a Mac of some kind though.
it's like an old Macintosh and like maybe a better one, and
Yeah, it just slowly gets like he upgrades it with.
okay. I never noticed
time.
that because I never like watched them all in a row or anything. But I did always notice like, hey, he has an apple back there and he never uses it. For
Yeah,
anything.
in the really early episodes, it's one of those super old apples with the tiny little like 6-inch screen or whatever it is.
Oh yeah,
You
it's
mean
like an
like the
Apple
one
II.
we have?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
found like an Apple IIc.
Yeah,
or
I
something.
think it is. But then yeah,
Still works.
he gradually gets better computers as time goes on.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to watch little things like that change, even though everything else in the apartment pretty much stays the same.
Yeah. Actually, he might have even said that like later on in the series they were doing like some anniversary flashback lazy clip show, and he's like,
Yeah.
same apartment, same 12 boxes of cereal.
Yeah.
And that was the thing I always noticed as a kid. It's like, he has a lot of goddamn cereal. Why? Why does he have so much cereal?
Well, you
Who
have to
needs
keep
it?
your options open. You never know what you're gonna want when you wake up.
Maybe I want Cinnamon Life today, or Captain Crunch, or Cinnamon Toast.
They do. I think George does mention to some girl like his life revolves around Superman and cereal.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Man,
What fun!
Seinfeld is great.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with that show. If you haven't noticed.
That's another one I haven't watched much of.
Oh, you should watch it.
I
All
try and
of it.
catch it on
I
multiple
couldn't really
times.
stand it when I
because
was growing up as a kid. It's like
Yeah, as a kid, I couldn't like understand any of the subtle
Oh
humor
yeah,
going on.
there was a point where my brother's 2 years older than me, and there was a point where he started liking shows like that, and he would want to watch Seinfeld, and I was still at the point where I was like, oh, this is boring. Can we change it to Nickelodeon? Why I want to watch cartoons? I want to watch noises and sounds and
Yeah, as a
and
kid, you just
colors
wanna see,
in my
like,
face.
crazy stuff.
Yeah, you
I want
just
to watch Rocco.
you want to
Yeah.
watch stuff that you don't have to think about too much. But then now I'm like, Seinfeld's a really great show.
Well, then there's the whole thing of, they've just started putting like all those old cartoon shows on DVD sets. So
Yeah, the old
I
Nickelodeon
actually
ones.
bought the full series of Rocco's Modern Life
That's
And
great.
Angry Beavers.
and Angry Beavers
That's great.
and
Yeah.
Real Monsters.
That's great.
The
and-
crawling spleen with the opposable thumb.
Yes.
Ah,
I,
so good.
and then
So
I
good.
did find
I'm gonna watch that episode.
Yes.
season 1 of Gargoyles. I saw.
Gargoyles was good too.
Yeah.
I've watched that one, but I haven't seen
Disney
like
made
season
that.
2 or
Gargoyles-
anything.
Gargoyles was one that I didn't watch that one a whole lot when I was a kid, but I do remember it being really good when I did see it.
It was a lot better when I
But
was watching
I-
it in order
I
because
tended-
as a kid it was just like random show,
Yeah,
random.
random
I
episode.
tended
episode.
I tended to watch Nickelodeon a lot more than I watched Disney or Cartoon Network when that came on.
Yeah, we never even
No,
had
we
Cartoon
didn't.
Network until we were like grown up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't until like our mid-teens when we finally got actual cable, like Comedy Central and all those channels. Like, we just had Nickelodeon growing up. That was our channel. So we watched every fucking thing on it, from like Doug, Rugrats
Yeah.
to
Well, it's
Hey Arnold.
a lot of good cartoons.
I think
on there.
SpongeBob was the last cartoon like we ever watched on
Yeah,
it before. Like,
yeah.
we're like, this
It's like-
stuff is dumb.
Rugrats, Doug, Hey Arnold,
Rocco's Modern
Cat
Life,
Dog,
Cat Dog,
Angry
Beavers.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting the
Rocco's
Cat
Modern
Dog.
Life when it was on. Even I remember when Ren and Stimpy was on Nickelodeon,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't have been.
Yeah,
But
That was
they just
amazing.
had it because they didn't have anything else for that time slot, and they're like,
they were
fuck
like,
it.
well, we'll censor some of this stuff out, I guess.
And just fill the
Look at
rest
that
of weird
super
Canadian
detailed drawing of
sitcoms or
boogers
something
and
until we
stuff.
get real stuff.
Yeah.
And they started making their own material instead of just taking
I'm sure
Canadian crap.
I'm sure there's some good cartoons I'm forgetting.
Uh,
But then there were the weird Nickelodeon like live action shows. Do you remember those?
yeah, like
there's-
All That or Keenan and Kel. And...
Well, there's those, but there was also some earlier ones. Salute Your Shorts.
Oh yeah,
oh
I
yeah,
remember.
Pete and the Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Yeah.
Hey Dude.
Hey Dude was one I didn't like as much.
No,
but
that
I
one was
still
boring.
I
I
still
didn't like
watched
it as
it, but I
much.
didn't like it as much. But Salute Your Shorts, Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Adventures of Pete
That
and
was
Pete
amazing.
was pretty awesome.
There were some other ones, and then there were also. I've been thinking about these recently. I was talking to somebody at work about it.
Wow.
The old Nickelodeon game shows.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like Guts and
Yes,
Guts,
Double
and,
Dare. and-
Double Dare. Yeah,
Yeah.
Double Dare and Guts were the two that I watched the most.
Those are good.
Those ones were so good. Like
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh,
That was
so
another good
cool.
one. I was like, man, they really need to bring
Nick
back
Arcade.
those Nickelodeon game shows. They
Yeah,
really need to
God,
do that
so
because
much fun.
that was. I mean, I love the cartoons too, but that was one of the things I loved most about Nickelodeon. Like people getting the gack and the slime spilled on them and getting hit with cream pies and having to dig through giant noses to find a key in an obstacle course and
screaming at the kid like the flag's right there under all the whipped cream you're stepping
it was
on it.
they were getting flags. That was it.
Yeah, and they would always get stuck on like that giant pizza or dinner roll or whatever it was with all the like the white crap, and they were looking around and it getting all messy looking for the flag, and you're always like yelling at the TV, it's there.
Like right behind them or something, and they're going
man. And then like the kids and like Guts and stuff would attach them to like bungee cords, and they would jump all over the fucking place doing like super basketball shots, like some super cyber game show.
At the end of it, they had to climb that big fake mountain.
Yeah,
that was all lit up.
The crag or whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah.
Man, that stuff was cool.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you remember that and enjoyed it.
Man, hopefully someone someday like looks at these shows again and brings back good cartoons, good game show things, like just the creative stuff.
Even just the game shows, like you could bring them back now, and we would, like us 30-year-olds would be going, yay, and we'd be watching them too.
Yeah.
And then the young kids that have never seen them before would be like, yay, this new thing, and it's awesome. They would like it, I promise.
This brand new old thing.
Yeah, it doesn't, like these old game show things, they don't really rely on like weird, some of these old cartoons like kind of rely on old like jokes or stuff that only mattered back in the day.
The game shows, it just relies on kids wanting to see people get messy, like especially the ones with the
crazy jump around stuff.
Especially the ones where they bring the families on and the parents are there and the parents are getting slimed and you're like, yeah.
And the kids are like, yeah, take that, boo, homework, yay, fun.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's going to be us sitting there going, yay, nostalgia.
I'm going to be sitting there 30, like, just drunk, holding a beer. Boo, homework, yay, fun.
Exactly.
I haven't been to school in 20 years. Not wearing any pants. Over in the corner, you're playing golf, Wario's slapping his butt. Some kid's, like, covered in slime, and then someone just walks in the room and is like, what the fuck is going on here? It's like, no, it's not what it looks like. It's not porn. I found her in the trash. Oh, God.
Yeah.
So
fun times.
What have you guys been up to? I realized that that tangent kind of sprouted off of what I was saying.
No, that's what I've been up to, tangents. I've just been doing one weird thing to the next. But that does remind me, like, I hadn't watched any of those cartoon sets we got, but man, I gotta at least find that Angry Beavers episode with the crawling spree with the thumb.
Yes.
That is such a good episode. They think it's like in their kitchen and like it's just a sponge getting dripped on. Making that squish noise from their... Because they always watch like shitty old horror movies that are like Mystery Science Theater, which is great.
Yeah. Oh, you can always see the string attached to the
like
the crawling spleen.
With the opposable thumb.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. One of my other favorite episodes of Angry Beavers was where they decide, for some reason, Norbert, I think, thinks it's a great idea to go trick-or-treating the day before Halloween because everybody's got all the candy still, so they're going to be more generous with it or something like that. And
they'll get the good stuff.
Yeah, they get the good stuff, something like that. But they're just walking around, knocking on doors, and they're like, "It's not Halloween yet, slam!" And they're dressed up as characters from...
Oh, yeah, one of those shitty horror movies.
Yeah. And then they end up at the house of one of the stars of those B movies.
Oh, yeah.
And something's going on where, like, he's got all the, like, models of the monsters and stuff from the movies that he's been in. And then something weird is actually happening, and it's bringing them all to life.
Oh.
Yeah. It's really good. Man. So they're actually, like, in one of the B movies that they're always watching.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh, I gotta watch some of that. And Rocco was great. One of my favorite jokes was later on when Filbert got married to Dr. K, and they had kids. And I think, like, two of his kids looked like him, like Filbert, but one of the kids looked like Heifer for no fucking reason.
Just
I like
that.
One of the kids was Heifer.
It was probably like a little side joke, like, oh, his wife cheated on him with Heifer.
Yeah, like his best friend, like one of his kids looks just like his best friend because they look nothing alike. And then the rest of the kids
I don't know about that one. That was a little off, but...
For some reason, that one kid just doesn't look anything like me. I don't
And
know.
of course, you didn't think
no one
about
ever-
that as a kid.
No,
It's just like,
no,
look, that one looks
but-
like Heifer.
That's funny, and
It's
now
like-
it's like,
it's like a
man, that's
joke.
pretty lewd.
It's like a joke for their
Well,
parents watching it, and
that-
they're like,
that
maybe
was like-
my kids shouldn't be watching this.
Yeah.
Well, it was like Rugrats. It's like you had the stuff with the kids going around, but then the stuff that adults would say would be stuff that parents would actually get and find hilarious.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, like they would actually, have intelligent, more or less adult conversations while the babies were doing whatever the hell. And so, like, if the parents are commenting on some wacky bullshit happening that, kind of like in Seinfeld, just like observing some crazy thing happening and like trying to figure out how to deal with it or whatever.
Yeah. That just brings to mind this one episode where Tommy's parents, his mom is like involved with some sort of recycling program where she's trying to get like people to recycle more, and she's going, oh look, I only produce 1 can of garbage per week or something like that. And like, how do you do it? And she's gonna be on some interview, but secretly in the garage they have all these fucking newspapers and garbage and just crap just piled up to the ceiling.
This
And they're just all worried that they're going to be found out. But then, like, I think what's going on is Angelica told the babies that the garbage truck is a monster that needs to be fed garbage, and they're afraid. Oh, it's only getting fed 1 can of garbage a week. It's going to be hungry. It's going to eat us next or something. So
and they
going around
put like
trying to
all the
collect.
extra garbage or something, don't they? They stick more garbage out in the curb or
Yeah, they're just going around finding stuff and making it garbage, like pulling out old trophies or whatever from the closet.
Yeah.
And then they end up finding all the garbage in the garage, and they're like, we got to get this to the monster.
Yeah.
And they end up like opening the garage door when they're having the interview, and it all just spills out into the street.
And the adults are like,
They're
oh,
just-
fuck.
Good old shows.
Yeah.
Unlike the crap that we have nowadays.
I don't even know what the hell. Like, fucking kids show. Like, I couldn't even name kids shows now because I just do not. I'm like.
Yeah, I think
Ugh.
the like most recent kids shows I could name would be from like probably 10 years ago now.
Yeah, like what, Dora the Explorer? I don't fucking know. It's always
Well,
like educational, weird kiddie crap.
There's one that's like for a little bit older kids. Like there's one called Chowder. There's The Misadventures of Flapjack, which is actually pretty good. That one's a little more along the lines of SpongeBob or just weird, kind of creepy stuff.
Yeah,
we literally
But,
never watched
but I mean,
TV
some of
before.
those are more. I'm thinking more like, 8 to 10 years ago that I'm thinking of.
We're so old we don't even know modern TV.
Yeah, well,
Yay, we made it! Hooray!
I haven't had cable TV in probably 7 years now.
Yeah, we're kind
So,
of the same way.
We just have the basic
I'm
channels.
cut off. Like, I just don't know anymore.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm not going to go on the internet to, like, I'd have to actually look for this stuff. I can't, like, find it.
If you're
just,
going to
like,
go
turn on
online,
the
you're
TV
going to look
one
up
day and
something
see
you actually
something.
want to watch, not this crappy shit that you just turn off of.
Yeah,
regular
you
TV.
want to relive your childhood then.
Yeah.
Or you're like Wes and you go find really weird shit like that one with the puppets and the
Oh,
red
yeah,
puppet
I'm
thingy.
scared, don't touch me or whatever.
Oh, don't hug me, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like a little 5-episode thing on YouTube.
Or, yeah, like Potter's Puppet Pals. That one's
Oh,
pretty good.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Gotta watch more of that.
Our observer showed me the Potter's Puppet Pals.
Yeah.
Um,
It's pretty damn funny.
yeah, it's good. It's funny. Yeah, you can find some pretty cool stuff on YouTube.
Some
But
of the
you still
things
kinda
people
have to
make.
You have
sorta
to
look
fish
for it.
through all the garbage
Yeah,
to find
some of the
good
things people
stuff.
make are actually
It's
really,
a lot easier
really
to
good.
turn on
Yeah,
a TV
and it's
like,
just on
pick a
YouTube,
channel.
and it's just out there.
Yeah. What was that one that had the guys that were like, it starts off looking like a kid's show, but it gets
That's
all
the
demented.
Don't hug me, I'm
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
Don't hug me.
Those ones
It's
are
like kitties
awesome.
and puppets. It's like, oh, they're singing about
I
colors or
think-
something, and then
I
it
think
becomes like
they're-
Nightmare World by the end.
Last time I checked, they were planning on making new episodes of that. They may have a 6th one out by now, but I haven't looked.
But yeah, they put a lot of detail and stuff into their
They
things.
put a lot of
and
work into that set and the puppets and everything.
Yeah,
it's
it
all,
looked like
like,
a
real
professional
stuff.
TV show. It wasn't just
Yeah,
like
it looks like almost like a Sesame Street or
Yeah.
something like that.
yeah,
Not quite as elaborate,
or
but
like Lazy Town, which is a kid.
Yeah.
That's probably the most recent kid show. I mean, it's not a cartoon; it's live action with like puppets and people, and it's fucking insane.
yeah.
But
you
like
ended
for
up
a kid
watching
show,
it.
I ended up watching a lot of it just because it was so fucking weird and insane. It's like, okay, I have to see how crazy this gets. It's
And then you have Waluigi in it.
yeah, there's a guy who looks like fucking Waluigi, and his name is Robbie Rotten.
minus the mustache,
Yeah, he doesn't
right?
have a mustache. But
Well, the good guy has the weird Tweedledee
yeah,
mustache.
the good guy,
That's weird.
Sporticus, is like all healthy and stuff, and I guess the other guy lives underground. He's like, I'm grumpy like the Grinch. I don't like fun and noise.
Yeah,
But
isn't Sporticus, he like promotes,
yeah,
"Oh,
he's
you
always
should
like,
eat fruits and vegetables, la la la.
Healthy
You'll
his
be
eating,
things
strong
like
like
he
me."
eats fruits and
Exercise.
vegetables and exercises, and he's like really strong. And but the reason I watch that show is because it's fucking insane. Like just the stuff they'll do. It's like they have a simple problem to solve. Like, oh no, we need to get someone out of a tree, and they just do this crazy like clockwork stunt, like fucking breakfast machine Pee Wee Herman bullshit just to get kid out of tree or whatever, and it's insane. It's fucking crazy.
When you could just go get a ladder.
Yeah.
and-
And I don't know, yeah, that "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" or whatever looks like that, like professional quality. That Lazy Town show actually is one of the most expensive children's shows being produced, at
Well.
least at the time, or still. I think it's still on. But yeah, there's good stuff on the internet. You just got to know where to look for it. But it's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to turn on a TV and just like see a channel and go, "Whoa, Lazy Town, what the fuck?"
Yeah,
Puppets!
it is. It's a lot. It is easier to sift through TV and just like, that looks stupid. What's this? Weird.
Nah.
Yeah.
But on like the internet, you'd have to click on it and then like wait for an ad probably, and like float
And
through a
then
bunch of
if it's cool, you
stuff
go
and-
subscribe to their channel, and
and then hopefully they have several cool episodes. But then eventually the content runs dry, and you have to find something new. It's like, hey, look, these guys are playing Mario Party, and no one is very happy except this one asshole. Hey, that gives me an idea.
By the way, thanks for listening to the Retro Fatcast on our YouTube channel.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, I guess we talked for like a whole hour and forgot to mention what this was. Oops. So in case you wandered here by accident, sorry.
Well, don't worry, the title of the video is going to be Retro Fatcast with the date.
We
So-
could change it and confuse everyone.
This isn't Retro Fatcast.
Let's not do that because there's hardly anybody listening.
Yeah.
Gotta get that name recognition out there. Yeah, that's the noise. That's the Mario Party noise. Oh, I can't wait to play more of that next week. I gotta start off by using a lamp, summoning Fat Genie.
you
getting
don't
a
use a
fucking
lamp.
star.
You're 2 spaces away from
yeah,
the star.
I-
You
yeah,
go.
I'm
Then
gonna
you
get the star.
Then you get the star. Then you get to
Then
steal a
steal a
star
star.
from Boo. Then you
Then
get to
use
use
the
the
lamp.
lamp on your next turn to get another star. And yeah.
And then we get to have more fun with Mario Party 4 next week because it's awesome. I'm Waluigi in the game, by the way. He's the worst Nintendo character ever, and that's why I picked him to be an ass.
Yeah. Except Mario's being that.
Yeah, except, Wes, you were all, Mario's the worst person ever. And I was like, come on, he's in Mario. He's in the damn... No, he's a dick. You're right. Mario is a dick.
I hate Mario. I hate him.
Ugh.
He's the worst person that's ever been conceived. I hate him! Yeah, I don't... He's just an asshole. He's a dick to his brother, number one, all the time. He's always trying to steal the glory. And then on the Mario Golf on N64, he's such a smarmy fucking asshole when he gets par.
Oh, yeah, he's
on a
all,
hole.
like, confident, strutting around, like, whistling and shit. And it's like, you just got par, you son of a bitch. You barely squeaked by, like...
Yeah, he's acting like he got a birdie or something.
Yeah, par, you should just be like,
ooh.
whew, I made it.
And then if he gets a
Yeah.
bogey, he smells his crotch.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, someone's real proud of themselves, aren't they, for getting a fucking triple bogey? Still finding a way to piss me off, even though I beat you.
Yeah, I just...
Oh, well.
I think I kind of am a little bit biased against him just because.
You were always Luigi.
Yeah, when my older brother and I played Super Mario Brothers 3, 2 players, he was always first player, so he was Mario and I was always Luigi, and I was like, oh, whatever, Luigi's better anyway, and I just said that because I didn't want to seem
Kids want to just.
But then
copy.
over time, I developed the mentality of Luigi's actually better. Fuck Mario, I hate that guy.
And now it's a burning white hot rage.
Exactly.
Except it's kind of the opposite with me and Jason, because I'm usually Luigi and he's usually Mario, even though I was usually the first player when we played games.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked, but
yeah, probably because I'm tall and skinny like Luigi.
So you wanted,
and I'm fat.
That makes sense.
I can't grow a mustache. Well, I probably could. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the DS here, like Mario and Luigi on it. Look at Mario. See how he's like slightly ahead of Luigi and higher up, and
That's
more
because
shiny.
he's better.
And he's also got a big dopey grin on his face, and Luigi's like actually
to keep up.
concentrating.
Yeah, now that you mention it, shit. Are we trying to figure out a picture on a DS?
Yes.
How about this picture on this game over here called Dungeons and Dragons?
I think that Luigi actually carries Mario's
That guy
ass.
looks a little confused.
I think we've run out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's because we're really freaking tired.
Maybe.
But that is a fun game, Dungeons and Dragons.
The chill of danger.
Play
the sweat
Dungeons
of
and
combat,
Dragons.
The rush of discovery. It's Dynamite D&D.
Lives on
Sega Genesis. Wow.
It's actually a fun game.
Sounds too intense for me. I'll stick to Oddworld
Why
where
does
I
it
die
call-
every 2 seconds.
Why does it call it Dynamite D&D on the back?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's that's what it says. The chill of danger, the sweat of combat, the rush of discovery. It's Dynamite D&D on Sega Genesis. But on the front it says Dungeons and Dragons Warriors of the Eternal Sun.
Maybe they were going to originally name it the other, but
Dynamite D&D, that'd be pretty great.
Yeah. They can call
Yeah,
it E3. Or
I haven't played it a whole lot, but
which is how I feel when I play Dungeons
is
and Dragons.
fun.
I'm just like, I'm in a maze. I don't have a good sense of direction. I'm lost. I'm sad. I can't figure out how to attack a goblin. I'm dying. No. It's pain. Ouch.
I don't like
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I don't like first-person perspective in 16-bit and or earlier video games, just because you don't have any depth perception. It's all just very 2D, and so it makes me even more confused.
Like Wolfenstein 3D type levels, or
Wolfenstein
Curse of the
3D
Catacomb.
even had a little more depth to it than this, though.
It had the benefit of actually like moving smoothly. Like
Yeah,
some of
it's
these early
not
games
one
are just like
screen.
either one frame a screen or several
Yeah,
frames
which
of movement,
which just adds
looks
to my
choppy.
which just adds to my confusion, because I'm like, how far did I move just now?
Yeah,
Or you could turn and it'll like show a wall, but then the wall will turn into a door once you're fully turned because they don't have animation for the door slightly turned off to the
And
side.
a lot of times the dungeons it's all just gray walls, bricks. There's a door here and there. It all looks the same.
I recently played through all of Phantasy Star, a while ago, and yeah, every dungeon is a first-person maze sort of deal. Now, the animation's pretty good, especially for a Master System game. Like, when you move around, it looks pretty good, 3D and stuff. But it's first-person shit, so I just get myself some fucking maps from the internet because I'm stupid and lazy. I'm not making my own maps, and I'm not thinking about this anymore. I'm gonna cheat. That's what winners do.
Well, I've gotten to a point where I don't die by every boar that shows up.
That's good.
Oh yeah, you killed a bunch of bandits when they like bandited you. Because
Yeah, I thought I was screwed, but I managed to get one person to survive and make it back to
you
town.
got surrounded too. It was like a trap. You're just walking up to some fire with a big pig leg.
Here comes a bunch of
roasting over
crotch
it,
burglars.
and
They burgle your
seven
crotch.
beast men go.
Just
Yeah,
like that
they-
Boo Diddley did to me. It burgled my crotch and said spork and took my star.
Yeah.
Why
was
did it
fun.
say spork?
I don't know, but it was great.
It
Kinda
wasn't great for me. Like, Mario gets molested by the thing, but he punches it off. Waluigi gets molested by Sport Ghost, and he's like getting like raped by the
in the crotch.
And then like I see Peter Venkman from Ghostbusters going, well, you don't see that every day. It's just terrible. I'm gonna next week I'm gonna steal a star back from Mario, my star, and it's gonna be great. And the ghost is gonna say Spork, and I'm gonna be fuck yeah, Spork, Spork.
What if he says spoon?
Oh, I'd have to turn the game off.
Or maybe he's gonna fork.
Like all the bullshit Mario Party pulls, I'm okay with. But
Fork
if
you.
a ghost says spoon instead of spork, I'm done. Like if we get to Mario Party 10 and the ghost says spoon, we'll never do anything with Mario Party ever again.
Oh God, I hope he says spoon.
I'm sure they'll make 30 of these.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that next week.
Isn't it fun?
Sport.
I see on the back of this box like characters that have like 60 hit points max, and I'm like in the game with like 6.
Wow, they must have been playing for a long time.
Yeah, because it's kind of sad when your mage is the one that survives a battle, and all the big strong warriors with the great
and the cleric and
armor and everything get raped by these boars, and the mage is the one that ends up killing them all by beating on them with a staff.
It's pretty sad, yeah. Because all the other guys keep missing him.
Yeah, it's like, hey, he missed. It's like, he's got the lowest armor of all of them. How do you keep missing him? But you hit my friggin' fighter guy with no like super armor, and they die in one hit because they're all level 1 still.
Just roll with the dice, boo.
It's kind of fun though because it uses the actual AD&D rules, and yeah. But that means it's going to take a long time to level up using those rules because I know those rules.
And you're only playing it over here, so it's going to take you even longer.
Yeah, I need to actually get cords for the Sega that's in my room so I can play it.
Yeah.
Don't use that. The Sega CD siphoned onto that thing is fucking dead, probably. So it's easier just to like unplug it. Like I have like 3 Sega Genesis Mega Drives, and anyway, like the small ones are easier to deal with because they're like as big as like a couple of books maybe next to each other. And, like I usually have that stupid 32X attached because I actually kind of like some 32X games like Knuckles Chaotix. It's a great game. It's good. Knuckles. But I can still play Genesis games with it attached, I get a better picture quality, oddly enough, because for whatever reason I get a shitty picture quality. Only with my TV, but the same exact connection on your TV worked perfectly. Go figure. But
yay,
32X fixes that problem, but yeah, without all that shit attached to it, it's a nice, simple little console. Just have to dig out the cords, whatever.
Cool. Well, should we end it for now?
Yeah,
more
probably.
Spike, more
We've
Jet,
been
more
going
Cowboy
for
Bebop. That's
almost
the
an
end of
hour
this
and 20
book.
minutes, so yeah.
Yay.
Podcast.
Bye.